What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your weekend astrology forecast for the weekend of April 30th and May 1st of 2022. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, fixed air moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. I should have taken a sip of water before doing this because now I'm realizing that I haven't talked in like a few hours and my mouth and throat's a little dry. My bad. Unpredictable times. This lunar eclipse this weekend's wild. Uranus is in the mix. Everything's a little unpredictable. Everything's a little shaken up. So just when you think we got a routine, oh, do we have a routine? Are we so fixated on this physical world? Good questions. We'll see. But there's a lot to cover this weekend. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you're excited. And we're pretty blessed. I mean, this is a powerful eclipse. We haven't had one with the North Node in Taurus since 1985, and this one's with Uranus. We haven't even had an eclipse with Uranus since, gosh, it was like 38, and that was with the South Node. So this is insane in terms of our values and how accelerated things are about to get. But we do have Jupiter and Venus coming together in Pisces, and with Neptune there, the three strongest planets, it is once in a lifetime energy, and we are so lucky actually to have that in the background. So let's jump into the horoscope and take a look at this weekend. Oh yeah, Saturday, what's up? Solar eclipse with Eros, with Uranus in Taurus. I mean, this is talk about like physical goodness here. I mean, this is about as accelerated towards your capacity to create a life that you want and manifest abundance. This is a manifestation degree, 10 degrees. This is like you creating the life of value, the life that you want, that feels good for you. And it's literally not settling for less. And we are so due as a collective for this value upgrade. It's not even funny. So I know, oh, but the world before, oh, but when I grew up, just forget about it. Uranus is here. The sun's going to meet with Uranus. The moon's going to meet with Uranus after this eclipse. North Node Uranus are going to spend a long time together, and they're going to conjunct, and they're going to even be with Mars. I mean, just get used to change and acceleration and things that you didn't predict and things that you couldn't have imagined happening, but they're happening to show you how much capacity you have and what you have to literally like birth life and values and create things. It's amazing. So yeah, is this an eclipse cycle? Is this going to bring up money in our life? Is this going to bring up financial institutions with this Taurus Scorpio axis? Oh yeah, it is. And we just have to respond. It's nothing like, it's not like, let's go worry about where life's going, or this weekend, let's worry about what's going to happen. Like, we are in a time now where it's just about the response. It's about how you feel. It's your physical senses guiding you. And even Mercury here, just coming into Gemini yesterday, last night as I'm recording this horoscope actually. Yeah, we can want to piece a lot together, but it's about looking for the exciting changes in life and pivoting for that. And not getting caught up, just as long as we're not getting caught up in crazy fear illusions, because that's what all this Pisces is going to bring up. That's what this South Node in Scorpio, disposited by a Pluto that just went retrograde, that's coming back for the exact return of the United States Pluto. Like, don't trip. Like, there's going to be a lot of illusion out there. And it's going to be based around fear. It's going to be based around like intense stuff. But this is where we have to accelerate ourselves towards something better, a physically better life for ourselves, and to focus and hone in and fixate on that. We couldn't be luckier to get this. And the passion with Eros there, and I mean, talk about like relationships getting brought up. Like, yeah, it's Taurus. This is relationship to self, and there's your self-worth and being grounded and strong in that. But dang, you talk about like relationship stuff with the two benefics meeting at the exact same time as a solar eclipse, and one that we're well overdue for, in the sign that these three planets are the strongest in. It blows my mind. Like, not only is it your self-worth and value that you need to use your imagination and you need to will it into existence with Mars there, which Mars, oh yeah, sextile from Pisces over to this solar eclipse in Taurus. Like, this is you taking the imagination and the willpower to create and unblock yourself from the physical life that you want. This is unbound creativity. This is unbound relationship potential. This is changing the story that you tell yourself of what's possible. This is changing the story of how we relate to others and what's possible and how we relate to society. It's a big upgrade. So I think there's nothing but excitement around this, although I'll be honest, that's individual excitement. It's probably not going to look that exciting in the world. I don't know. Uranus is getting really close to 15 degrees. Jupiter's coming into Aries. Mars is going to come into Aries too. Like, there's definitely a lot of explosive energy coming. I'm just going to put it at that. There's a lot of shocking events that are about to show up in physical reality. And a lot of it looks like it's going to be war related. A lot of it looks like it's going to be very control and manipulative in some sense. But that's all the illusion. That's what I'm here to tell you this weekend on the solar eclipse, is that this is such an amazing one to create a life that you want and to not fall into the traps, not fall into the movie that's playing, because the odds that all of the stuff that you hear about whatever happens in this world are probably not true. Now, does this bring up earthquake energy, tidal wave, tsunami? It does. Uranus is all of that. It's crazy. And in Taurus, fixed earth, yeah, it's that. Like, there's definitely things that are going to shift this physical earth. Probably physically, war stuff. I mean, there's just, just be aware that this is stuff that we signed up for and we got to be here. But Saturn's here in Aquarius saying, don't follow what everybody else is doing. Don't follow the crowd. Be your own unique self. Make your own choices to create a beautiful life. And it's square these nodes. And it has been, and it's going to pretty much stay in that range for a long time, as Saturn's going to come to 25 degrees and go retrograde soon. So we're about to see a lot of this retrograde action. And when Saturn goes retrograde, it's summer school. So we're still in class, even though Pluto's retrograde. But this is like a deeper calling. And also, don't forget, Venus and Jupiter are sextiling over to that Pluto. Woo! The depth of which you can build something for yourself right now and create that structure in your life and dedicate to your highest character spiritually is next level stuff. And we should be excited with Mercury at 0 Gemini, which, by the way, 0 Gemini is where the sun will be when we get the Mercury Cazimi, when Mercury's retrograde and the sun and Mercury do meet up for that Cazimi. So, and that's after the lunar eclipse in Scorpio. So there's a lot of quick, fast, pivotal moments in our life. And it's not about overthinking them, but this is about responding to them and being able to make quick decisions when the feeling comes through and respond accordingly. Especially in your own personal life. Like, this is very exciting. Like, this is sharp stuff here. And even with Poseidon at 14 degrees in opposition to Uranus, like, there's a spiritual sharpness, especially with these planets all conjunct in Pisces, that we've never had before. There's a soul level that's guiding you to create. And this is where you have to surrender to what that is that's going to be better for you. And it's about forgetting, for literally deprogramming. This last Pluto retrograde in Capricorn, this is the biggest deprogramming ever. And if you're able to deprogram from literally all the stuff we've learned, and this goes for me too, like, I've learned things, I'm going to have to let go of some shit. We're all going to have to. There's, as much as we could all like get on our high horse and be like, I'm so deprogrammed. No, we're always programmed to something, but this is taking us to a new level. And, we'll be programmed to that. We live in a matrix. It is a program. So there's always going to be that. There's no like getting out of that. But the old program, it's gone now. Create the new one for yourself. And that might be where spiritually you can go deep within yourself right now and realize that this is some of the most beneficial energy to create your program and make that the one you're running and individualize for what that is. To your values, your your worth and not what society thinks or what the government thinks. This is your worth. So very, very special solar eclipse, very special Saturday. And what a way to close out April. And what a way to get the ball rolling. You know, it is when these retrogrades start kicking off that we actually do start to see a lot. Like directs, like, oh, this is your chance to go. This is your chance to get things done. And now, you know, we're going to have retrogrades for the rest of the year. So a lot's going to be having to be internally processed. And did you take the lesson? Did you take the initiation in your life to go forward and be ready so that you can respond accordingly from deeper within? It's very powerful. There's a lot of identity stuff here with Mars in this sextile to the solar eclipse. Like, a lot of power here. But you have to be willing to use that power and use that intuition to create and to bring out that great depth of wisdom. Because Pisces is the 12th sign. It is the sign with the most wisdom, right? And we have all this energy here. So this is where your soul has all this wisdom to unlock the things in life that are going to be more valuable to you. So, of course, that's a big, big day for all of us tomorrow or on this Saturday, whenever you're watching. Sunday, May 1st. Definitely going to want to say rabbit, rabbit, right? Good luck. Say that right when you wake up. We're all, you know, coming off an eclipse. We're all going to need it. We're all going to want it. If you believe in it or not, just say it. we still got these planets conjunct, Jupiter and Venus, the two benefics in Pisces, where they're both so strong. I recommend this weekend, if you can see it, especially Saturday morning before the sun rises, if you can get out there, especially like with a romantic lover. Oh my God. And sun and arrows. Oh my God. Gosh, that's like, be careful though. That's like immaculate conception stuff going on here. Like, you might just breathe on someone and get them pregnant. That's a joke. But this is where miracles happen when it comes to relationship energy. But, you know, very much so, whether you're romantically involved or looking for that, this is that relationship to your self-worth that is taking high priority to expand beyond limitations. And the sun will be at 11 degrees on this Sunday. And I think that that's, you know, where we can get really like hyper focused here on the good stuff in life and what we're going after, and with a passion and with a feeling that's like, oh my God, this is the bomb. If it's not the bomb, it needs to blow up. Because the bomb that you're exploding is like your bomb of the bomb. So take that for what you want in your life. Also, Sun, Mars, but Mars also making that sextile to Eros, and they're getting closer together moving into next week, and Venus is going to come to 29 degrees, and May 2nd, tomorrow, Monday, from this Sunday, will be Venus in Aries, which goes from exaltation to detriment, but this is like, oh yeah, it gets real singular in Aries with Venus. What do you want? How do you want to be seen? How do you want to show yourself? What's the life that you want to get popping? So, strong identification here. Let your soul and your feelings and your intuition be your driving force to bring that action into your physical life, to get hyper focused about where your life can go. Because Sunday, I mean, this is powerful stuff, but that moon's going to be with the North Node. It's definitely like a pressure point here. Let's start creating. Let's start focusing on the beautiful things in life. And maybe it's like, oh, something intense could pop off this weekend. Or maybe Monday. Maybe we're getting ready. Who knows? We live in unpredictable land with the sun getting 3 degrees from Uranus. So don't trip yourself out or try and overanalyze or get all these, you know, facts straight right now with Mercury and Gemini. But be curious, debate, talk, express, take in information without having all the answers, right? Because that's Sag's job. Right? Sag, Jupiter has all the answers. We know, I believe. Mercury's like, oh, you got some information? Like, I'm going to use that and make pivots, make changes for excitement, but it's fast too. So this is where with Mercury here in Pisces and all this, Mercury and Gemini and all this Pisces energy this weekend, even like in the solar eclipse, like we can go crazy a little bit if we're trying to get things so understood. Your feelings have it understood. Your emotions, your ability to nurture yourself to a life that's going to bring you something fruitful. That's what you want to be excited about. And then use your mind therefore and thereafter. Also, that moon's going to be squaring over to Saturn on Sunday. So, that's not ideal, but it is an exalted moon and Saturn's at home. So these energies are strong. It's just like, you going to step up here for your unique values and the life that you want to live? Or are you going to keep following what you've been told to live? Because coming off this solar eclipse, like, the gloves are off. Like, what do you value in your life? And are you going to start doing it? What do you not value? And are you going to let it go away? So that's part of this weekend too. It's definitely not bad. And we got to look at this moon too, because, well, it's going to be sextiling, starting with Mars on Saturday. And then it's going to be sextiling all this Pisces energy coming into Sunday night. So there's a lot of good energy here. And I think this is really feeling comfortable in the unknown, but also feeling grounded enough to see that there are so many doors that this reality has for you. And if you're willing to quiet your mind just enough without making yourself feel crazy, you will see the right door, and it'll be the most beautiful one you can look at. It's like if you're walking down a hallway full of doors, there's one door or two doors that are the most beautiful one. Maybe that's the most expansive one behind those doors, and we don't want to focus on the ones that don't look like they're worth opening. So maybe that's a good analogy for these nodes too right now, is like there's going to be a lot of illusionary things or doorways or projections that are, do they even look like you want to go down that road? Is that where you want to go? This weekend's a really good test of like, are you going to go that way? So I think that it's intense energy because it's an eclipse, of course, and we're going to be feeling this for the next month, is this eclipse energy. And it is, of course, very fated times when you get the eclipses. So whatever's happening is definitely not a coincidence. And especially in your own life, remember your self-worth and value, and remember that this is where you can take it to another level. And especially with the sextiles over to Pluto, and even the trine that the moon will finish off the day with to Pluto on Sunday, making that nice sextile triangle to these great benefic planets. There's a lot of benefic energy that this universe has for you. It's just waiting for you to chill out and accept the message, and to go all in for the message when you get it. Especially if you know that it feels better. It feels different. There's a uniqueness to right now. There's something unknown, but it's like, are you going to test out that unknown area and experiment and, experiment with your own life instead of being an experiment? And I think that's where this eclipse and this weekend's very powerful. Why not try something that's going to be better in your life? Because you don't know. None of us know. But there sure is a lot of possibility for good stuff out there, especially dealing with relationships, your spiritual knowledge, your spiritual self-worth, flowing, and then grounding in that unconditional love that the universe is trying to show you in ways that, who knows, like maybe we've never experienced before. There's some serious bliss to this energy. But there's also there's too many factors pointing towards great change in our reality. Pluto retrograde for the last time in Capricorn. Pluto, when it ingresses after many, many years, right? Pluto's been in Capricorn since 2008. Those last couple degrees, it gets real and it starts to really demolish that energy. So governments, rules, society, the fabric even almost. You can look at Saturn as like the fabric of our reality. It's getting torn. And Uranus and Saturn are still in square by sign, so there's a lot of the fabric of reality getting torn in our future. And This is where you get to experiment with what your future looks like. And it starts now. And I've been, harping on this for a while now. So, don't be scared to start stitching together something that you want. This is the time to do it. And trust your soul. So, look at these energies. It's crazy. Saturn plus 11, squaring the moon, plus 5 in exaltation. And the sun coming off an eclipse, -5. But damn. The whole weekend's like that. Even Saturday with the eclipse. Like, damn. So, there's a lot beaming down on us, and it can be intense, of course. But we have to get through the intense things, and the only way to do that is to create beautiful things out of intense situations, and I think we really have to look at the positive. That's the thing with these benefics coming together, is like, there's positivity out there, but you gotta sometimes we gotta go find that, or, share that, or, have compassion for people, because this is going to be intense for people, especially, people that are just kind of going about life thinking that it's not going to change. Like, there's a lot going on. So, anyways, wishing you the best in these fated times. Be excited. What do we get? The Hermit card reversed. Definitely time to shine that light and not hide it. Feel like we've already. This is a big point of like your own sort of wisdom within your soul, and definitely time to bring that out and not like hermit yourself out. I think that we've all kind of hermited at some point over the last couple of years, and this is where so much light gets to be brought out, and you don't want to miss the opportunity when you have them right now, especially if God comes through. This is like, oh my God, all this Pisces energy and the two benefics. Like, there's definitely gifts out there for the ones willing to go after them. 5 of Swords, mental conflicts, kind of. I think that's really like, get out of your head. Your head's the conflict. Whether we're stressing about what's going to happen in the world, or what's going to happen here, or what this person's doing, or what that person's doing, like, get out of your head. You don't need to be in there. You just need to be following your inner light and your inner guidance right now. And the 4 of Wands in reverse. It's almost like you have to really be in a good place right now to really celebrate and feel comfortable and at home and feel like that life is a party. And I think for the ones that feel like life's a party right now, maybe there's disillusionment later down the road, maybe not. But it's like, try to find the positivity and the happiness in life. And realize that you're at home all the time in yourself. And that as long as you have that confidence in yourself to be grounded and create good times and good moments, you will. And we all go through times where we don't feel that, but then there's our friends and other people to back us up and show us that life is a celebration. And I think that that's important to remember this weekend, is that we can celebrate a lot in life. And no matter what happens, there's always going to be something good. So it's just about looking for the good things and not focusing on the bad. King of Cups. Your emotional maturity and emotional strength and wisdom will carry you everywhere you need to go. Trusting in that emotion, leading with it, you'll be just fine. And you'll be protected and you'll be safe. The intuition within us is getting a big upgrade. So, sending you all my best. I wish you nothing but a great weekend, and I will see you for Monday's horoscope on Monday. Much love, everybody. Peace.